everybody. We are here at Oxford Stadium, the brand new stadium, or the field, brand new field. House announcer, good friend of mine, JR. We thought we'd catch up with him before the game and find out. Oxford's starting out pretty strong right now.
Yeah, it's been a while. They 2-0 start. That's outstanding. They played really well last week, and
that was on the road with Groves, and that's a really tough school in the OAA Red.
Yes. So you know what? They're feeling good. Coach Potts has got them playing tough. The quarterback's playing outstanding, and should be a great ball game tonight.
Clarkston 1-1 coming into it. They picked up a loss that first week. They picked up a victory last week. And again, the only thing I say maybe Oxford might have to a disadvantage. We have a pretty big roster, but Clarkston has a really big roster.
Well, only 11 guys can get on the field at a time. So you know what? The tradition here is play tough, be strong, be well conditioned. So we got guys that'll stay on the field, so it should be a good contest.
We're always happy to hear you say the one and only thing, a big third down.
Yeah, well, let's hope we don't have to do that too many times on defense. Let's hope it's another 24th Street Tavern first down.
Oh, that's what we like to hear. Anyways, Jerry, always a pleasure to catch up. What's going on with the bowling team right now?
Well, we're just in preseason. We don't do anything till winter, and that won't get started till November 10th. But the kids are practicing now, getting tuned up for tryouts.
Now, basically, somebody wants to come and see a bowling match. That's when are your matches?
Usually they are Tuesdays and Thursdays up at Collier Lanes, anywhere from 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
Come out and see some bowling, have a good time, and enjoy maybe a libation while watching it, right?
Yeah, well, they can't serve them during the match.
Okay, we'll wait till it's over with.
Yeah, sounds good.
Anyways, we're going to let JR get back to doing what he does. I'll get ready to do what I do, and we'll hopefully mesh it all together. It's a great night for football. Oxford and Clarkston, they're all in town here at the Oxford Stadium. You're watching Oxford Community Television.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Cool.
Good evening, and welcome to Wildcat Stadium on the campus of Oxford High School for tonight's OAA Red Division varsity football game between the Clarkston Wolves and your Oxford Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Oxford Wildcat Marching Band. Let's hear it again for your 2025 Oxford Wildcat Marching Band. Lauren Backer, Emily Shooting, and Olivia Grace. And now, get up on your feet and join the band in the Wildcat Fight Zone. realize what you have in this room. But I do. I've been there. I know it. I don't know if you guys realize what you have in this room. But I do. I've been there. I know what it looks like. It starts with respect. It starts with believing in each other.
Go! Yes! Go!
I don't know if you guys realize what you have in this room, but I do. I've been there. I know what it looks like. It starts with your work ethic. It starts with you believing in each other, caring about each other. You look around and you don't let each other down. Everybody picks it up just a little bit more. It always comes down to who's more physical. That's what it's about. It's what it's always been about. And we got to be at our very best today. We have the talent here. There's no excuses. We are ready. This is going to be so special. It is going to be special. And you can mark it down. You know, I never said anything that I don't believe to be the truth. And I'm telling you right now, we are going to be special. We are ready to be champions. That's what this day is going to be about.
Let's go! Getting ready for the big kickoff here, and the winged helmets of Clarkston will always remind you of U of M. They're the Clarkston Wolves. Coaching for your Oxford Wildcats, Trevor Potts. Captains number 3, Jack Hendricks. Number 20, Colin Crosby. And number 42, the honor, A.J. Krupa. 72, Liam Samborski. We'll get to meet the Clarkston team shortly. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Yes, we just got on here just in time, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Okay, the kickoff is underway, and we're playing football here at Oxford Stadium on a beautiful night tonight. Cats will plummet the receiver at about the 21-yard line. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, we're going to find out this Clarkston team, who does what. Got our roster right here, 1-1. The Clarkston sit on head coach Justin Pintar. Out of the shotgun, QB, we got to get his number here. We'll get it. Number 3, and that, of course, is Alex Wazinko. Wazinko gets for about a 5-yard gain. Incomplete there, on my apology. Right out of the gate, number 3 there, quarterback Alex, I hope I'm not butchering your name, was Zenko. Second and 10 on the incomplete. Cats line their defense up, and Wazinko out of the shotgun, one in the backfield. He's got one on the far right, two already here on this side. Man in motion. Wazinko gets it, hands off to number 1, and that, of course, is Lucas Bowman, who just walks right by the Oxford Wildcat defense. Chain gang's going to move about 10, first down, and 10 for Clarkston. Beautiful night, almost unseasonably warmer for this time of year. We're not complaining, and we're not definitely going to say anything bad about that. Everybody kind of wearing some short-sleeve shirts tonight at the stadium. Clarkston's offense lines up, defense lines up against them. Wazinko playing again out of the shotgun. Next to him, number 1, Lucas Bowman, who just took it for about a 10-yard gain. Goes out, looks like he's going to the air. He goes to the resource at number 12, and that, of course, Colton Williams. And the tackler on that would be 23, Tommy Candela. Ended up stopping him at about the 40. That gives you about a 5-yard gain. Actually, 2nd and 6, 4-yard gain on that one. Not quite sure if Wazinko is going to play it all out of the shotgun tonight, but it seems that's where he's comfortable. 3 far right side, 1 on this side, 1 in the back with Wazinko. And again, if we're butchering his name, I'm sure we'll find out. Hands off to number 1, Bolton, and Bolton will plummet to about maybe a 3 to 4 yard gain. Keeping it about big third down, and we'll hear JR talk about it. Cats around the road last week with Birmingham Groves, and they picked up a needed victory on the road in a very tough Birmingham Groves team. Almost at midfield here. Clarkston lines their offense up. Defense showing up to the game. Wazinko in the backfield out of the shotgun. Next to him, Bolton. He's got 2 on each side. And it looks like he'll probably go to the air. In trouble right now as he passes, and that is overthrown with the pressure from the defense coming in on Wazinko. It's going to be 4th and 3. Oxford Wildcats defense digging down right now. Big third down turned into a big 4th down. 4th and 3 right now. And the punt team has come out. Don't want to take any chances. Head coach Justin Pintar says we're just going to play this one out like we should. Protection coming up. He gets the ball kicked, and it will be received, called for the fair catch, and that'll take it to about the, I'll say 15. 15 and a lot of real estate. Jack Hendricks will get to it. Once again, we hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We are trying to make a deal with some sponsors. Maybe one big sponsor will be able to cover most of all the games. And we're looking forward to that. That's still in the works. Once again, if you are a local business and you want to sponsor us, we'd love to be able to go on the road and cover some of these contests, whether it be football or any of the other sporting events that we do cover. As we get ready for Oxford to make their offensive charge down the field, a lot of real estate they got to deal with. Hendrickson gets the ball, pass off number 2. And, of course, you know that to be Cam Moore. Didn't really get too much real estate back. It'll be 2nd and it should be about 15 still. And we get ready. It's still 2nd and 15 for the Wildcats. They are dug down. Hendricks looking to out of the shotgun, man in the backfield. He's got 2 on this side, 1 in motion. Hendricks going to the air, and he dumps it away as he gets plummeted to the ground. Hendricks got hit to the floor pretty bad. Well, I shouldn't say bad, but he did get hit to the floor as he was releasing the ball. 3rd and 13, 9:20 in the first, no score in the contest. However, your Wildcats got to get out of this one. They got a lot of real estate to chew up to get downfield. They're going to call Cats on an intentional grounding, and that now will knock them back even further to 3rd and about 18 now. Hendricks really had no choice. He had to throw the ball away, and again, they did get called on the intentional grounding. Trying to put this all together real early right now. 3rd and 13. We thought that would have been 18, but 3rd and 13. They must have gotten some yardage on. Now 3rd and 22 as we hit the scoreboard. Now 3rd and 22, which brings Hendricks back into his own end zone. So he's going to want to get out of there real quickly. And they do, and maybe a few yards on the play, which obviously you know they're going to punt this one out. Little problems happening. Number 75 down there for Oxford pleading his case about something. Not quite sure. Aiden Ryan upset about something. He was sitting there talking to the ref. This will actually bring your kicker into the end zone as well. So they're going to get out of this one and let the defense maybe get them set up a little bit better. A 0 on this offensive charge right now. Well, I guess that would go against Clarkston as well. No score in the contest as we sit at 8:26 in the first. And that'll take a bounce up to about the 32-yard line, actually within field goal range for Clarkston. So they're set up perfectly right now to march it down into the end zone. So Cats defense going to have to be real strong here. Cats coming into this one tonight 2-0. Needed strong win on the road last week with Birmingham Groves. Clarkston picked up a win, I believe, was it last year? They're 1-1, Clarkston right now. We picked up that first week victory out of conference victory, and then I believe they lost to West. I could be, well, I'm going to have to get that right. I don't want to say until I know. Either way, they're 1-1. Cats still at 2-0. Lined up right now on the 30, 1st and 10, 8-16 for the Clarkston Wolves. And they are over there having a conference. I would imagine the coach is telling them, go that way. Justin Pintar, the coach. Clarkston with a 2-page roster. They bring a lot of people to the game. Wazenko in the shotgun. He hands off to Bowman. Bowman marches around. He'll be stopped, drop it in, and he'll get a few yards out of the deal. Not quite sure if he gets the first down, but it's going to be close. That guy is going to be a weapon for Clarkston tonight. Chain gang will move. It pull the 10. Like I said, Wazinko has some options here with the air and the running game with number 1, Lucas Bowman. Wazinko on the shotgun, Bowman right on his left side. Far right side, one in motion, and that run will go for maybe a yard gain on that. Another sunny day here, kind of casting a different glow on the field. The field is completely dark. Well, not dark, but I mean darker than what we're seeing. Coming into the booth right now, we got sun against our backs. And unseasonably warm for this time of year, which we're not complaining. Obviously, it's been cold before. Wazinko out of the shotgun. He's got a man on the right side, one man in motion. Looks to go to the air, and he'll roll up and he'll slide it out. They're going to throw a foul, a flag on him for that one. Not quite sure what this penalty is going to be about. We'll find out. Well, it's going to be about looks like about a 10-yard loss there. Giving Oxford a bit of a break right now. Wazinko back in the shotgun. He's got his man to the left side of him, and 2 on this far left, nobody on the right. 2 in the backfield, I should say. And he hands off to number, it looks like number 9. Trying to see who that is. Kind of getting a bad angle of that one. That was number 9, Gabe Manzor. With 2 in the backfield, they get a few yards on it. Big third down coming up, though. 6:32, the clock rolls right now. No score in the game. Listening to and watching Oxford football on Oxford Community Television. Alex Wazinko, he lines up in the backfield. He's got 2 on the left bar, 1 on the right. And he's got a man in motion. Let's go to the air. Number 1, Bowman. And the Cats will stop him before he goes. And he will not get the first down. Close enough for a field goal, but right now I think they're going to have to settle for 3. So, fourth down, and I think they're going to settle for 3 if they can get it here in the air. They're going to go do that, the same thing, which for Oxford right now, that's probably a good plan for them as well. So, lined up number 17, Aiden O'Neill. Will try to put it between the uprights and get on the board as everybody wants to ice him. They're trying. Did he get that or no? The flag on the play, I think it might be an offsides against Oxford. We saw a few of the Oxford players jump. Could be encroachment as well. Looks like it's going to benefit Oxford. So they'll do it all over again with a little more real estate to worry about. 4th and 11. But they're going to try to score from another 5 out. Number 17, Aiden O'Neill, trying to do that for the Clarkston Wolves. And that does go to the uprights for Aiden O'Neill. He puts them on the board with 3-0 at 5:09 here in the first. A fast first quarter right now. Has Clarkston on the board 3-0. Once again, you're watching Oxford Community Television. I hope you are having a good one on your Friday night. Friday night football, always right here at the stadium. If you're at home and you have a chance to get on down here to this home game and check out all the festivities. There's a lot of festivities that happen down here. We like having you watch on the stream. We love to see your face in the place as well.
On Tuesday, JV against Berkeley. Game times each night are 5:40 for JV, 7 for Varsity.
Want to thank everybody that lets us do what we do here on a regular basis, all the entities that supply the necessary funding so we can come out and do these football games and bring a little slice of the Wildcat world back home to your living room. Cats will get a chance to go on offense again shortly. Number 17, the guy that just put it through the uprights, is going to kick it off, and he does. Should bring it out to about the 20. Aiden O'Neill on that kick. Hendricks over center, man in motion, looks to hand it off, and he does, and we'll get maybe about 5-6 yards on the play. Okay.
The Hackman on the tackle. Second down.
.439 left here in the first, 2nd and 4 right now. This will be 2nd and 4. Hendricks over center, man in motion, man in the backfield. And there he goes. Hands off up the middle and maybe a 2-yard gain best. Third and 2 on this one for the Wildcats at 3:57. Somebody already up on the board. 3-0. Clarkston leads it. Hendricks over center. He's got a man in the backfield. One on each side. Looks to go to the air. He tosses it out. And enough to get the first down, and that should be number 28, Keaton Wozak. The chains move for Oxford as they march down the field. 3:39 in the first. Hendricks out of the shotgun, 2 on the far left, 1 on the right side, man in the backfield. He's going to go to the air and see what he can do. Tosses it up, and that is no good on the catch without any effort. It was the effort of number 11. Brody Casper almost had that in his hands, but was foiled by Clarkston. He did get his paws on it, but was not able to snag it in. 2nd and 10, 3:10 left here in the first. Hendricks placed that one beautifully, and Casper reached up, got a piece of it, but the Clarkston player was right there to foil the crime. Hendricks out of the shotgun. Holds on to it. He's going to roll up the middle, and he will get stopped. Hard stop with no gain on the play. Hendricks was on the move, and all of a sudden he was down on the ground.
Hendricks, the ball carrier, brought down by number 42.
Third and 6 on the 3rd and 6 to go. And they're going to have to either go to the air here or possibly get a decent run, obviously. Captain Obvious here. Jack Hendricks out of the shotgun, 2 on the far left, 1 right side, and 1 next to him. Ooh, and that gets stopped before it even goes anywhere. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and here comes the kickers again. So this contest is going to definitely be a tough one fought in the trenches tonight, I can just tell. And the punt's out, and they'll call for a fair catch at about the 34-yard line. Clarkston Wolves will come out offensively once again, as your Wildcats will go on the D.
First down, Wolves. Ladies and gentlemen, please come to the press box. Brooklyn Summers and Luis Acosta, please come to the press box.
Pretty well populated Clarkston side over there. Obviously not as far to drive as some of our teams, but it is a really well stocked Clarkston section with the students on the far right. So pretty matched and to have a lot on their roster. Wazenko looks to go to the air. He goes bomb out. And a little too far on that pass.
Wazenko's pass incomplete.
2:10 as we roll out into we're still in the first 3-0 as the Wolves are leading it on a field goal a few moments ago. Second and 10, no gain on the play, and that's good for Oxford as Wazenko lines up out of the shotgun. 2 on the far right, 1 on the left, and a man right next to him. And he hands off to number 8, who will get 10 plus, if not more. He got stopped for about a 25-yard gain. That's number 8 on the handoff, Daniel Hine. I think Hine had a few of those earlier that we didn't recognize this number, but number 8, another number to contend with for the Clarkston Wolves. First and 10 right now, and we have 2:01 here in the first. Scores 3-0, and it is the Wolves' lead. Wazenko out of the shotgun. 3 on this side, 2 far, 1 far, and 1 next to him. And we might have offsides there, as Oxford's number 25 did the jump on it. Not quite sure if that's going to be, and that will go against Oxford. Earlier on in that kick, we saw a few of the Oxford players a little bit more eager and almost jumping the line there. And again, you got to be careful and listen to the count where it's all going. Otherwise, that could be very detrimental, like 5 yards detrimental. Out of the shotgun was Zenko. Zenko holds on to it. He's going to go to the air big time and not good enough. Number 13 intended for Wendell Childs Jr. Second down right now at $1:56 on the clock. And a very nice night for football. I mean, you're not bundled up. It's still comfortable. And I would imagine, again, more unseasonably warmer for this time of year. We'll take it. Wazenko out of the shotgun to this side, one on the far end. He does have his man next to him. Man goes in motion, and Wazenko's keeping it to roll up the middle, and he'll get a first down and a little more.
Wazenko, the ball carrier, brought down by Tabor. Results of the play of first down.
1st and 10, the Clarkston Wolves. Coming off of a victory, from what I understand, in week 1, picking up the loss last week against a tough West Bloomfield team. Jubilee West Bloomfield's taking on Rochester Adams tonight. I believe they're the Highlanders. We'll have to see what that score is, but definitely some pretty contentious contenders in the OAA Red. Off to the races, down for about 9-yard gain on that on the pass. As the Clarkston Wolves march down the field, the 1:12 in on the clock as it continues to roll. 107, and again, they'll switch sides here shortly. 103, 3-0 right now as Clarkston does lead this one. Once again, we do mention if you'd like to help us with any of our sponsorships, we need sponsors for either the athletic contests, the musical performances, or if you'd like to just be a corporate sponsor for our station, we would more than appreciate it. A lot of great packages. Wazenko out of the shotgun. Got a full arsenal in the backfield. He's got 2 on the left. Calls for the count, and he'll get whistled on the count. Maybe, I'm not sure if that was too much time or not. They'll get called, I believe that's going to be 5 yards, so it'll be a 2nd and 8. Should be 2nd and 8. No, 2nd and 3 still. That's what the scoreboard indicates. 26.5 ticks, and then we get out of the first. Well, we're going to take a slight break here, I guess. As he gets the ball all the way down to about the 5-yard line with 18 seconds. That was 2nd and 8 that we had, and he probably chewed that back up and got it back. Down within the 5-yard line, about first and goal. They're going to let the clock just run itself out, and I think we'll switch sides. It'll be a better vantage point for us here. But Cats are going to have to turn it on because they are definite. And that'll wrap it up on the first. At the end of 1, the Oxford Wildcats are down by 3. The Clarkston Wolves are putting the hurt on them at 3-0. They'll switch to the end of the field.
Current and former members who have served in the U.S. any branch of the U.S. military to please stand. Any branch of the U.S. military, please stand. Please know that we are grateful for you and your service to our country. Let's hear for these great men and women. Oxford Athletics and Oxford Community Schools salute you.
And they just made an announcement, our house announcer, JR, letting everybody know that in the service that we've been thinking about you. Passing of the late Brother Rice coach this past week. A lot of coaches in the area. I reached out to our former coach, Zach Line, who now coaches with Denver. And we had a bit of a dialogue. He had never went up against the coach. I'm going to get his name here shortly. I had it written down. He said that, he was a well-recognized coach. Let me get his name. It was Brother Rice he coached for. He passed last, I believe it was Sunday. And we did reach out to Zach Line, and he said he was watching the broadcast. Saw the Oxford Wildcats in our last broadcast. That was good stuff there. And Clarkston will get stopped with right about the 2 or 3 yard line, I would have to say.
We just called it on the camera. A.J. Cooper with the charge on the tackle. Second down.
Okay, lined up real close to the end zone, and not to be denied, Clarkston marches it right in. They'll go on the board at 6. And the coach I was telling you about that pass last week, Brother Rice, legendary football coach Al Fracassa. And again, we thought maybe Zach Lyne might have had something or had a dealing with him. He never really did. But he said that he had wished, their family and the entire football community, sympathy. But we did reach out to Zach, and he said that he caught the Oxford broadcast and was quite pleased by what he saw. Number 7 lining up here for the extra point, Jack Kobish. And Jack puts it through, and that'll be 1 point. That takes your Clarkston Wolves to 10, and your Wildcats at zip right now at 11:20 in the second. But again, our thoughts from Oxford. Not quite sure. I don't think we've ever crossed paths with Al Fracassa, but passed away last week at 92. Longtime Brother Rice football coach. He started out in Royal Oak and was well recognized around the southeastern part of Michigan. Thoughts with the family for Al Fracassa. Good to have you along with us at this one. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Wish we had a few more points up on the board. Oxford's going to have that mission to get assembled and hopefully complete, as they'll get a chance to win the offense again. 11:20 right now, 10-0, and the Wolves are chewing away. Back in the backfield right now, we have 2. And a big boot, and that will fall in the back. That'll go to 20, up to the 20. Stay tuned and make sure you have your popcorn popped. We got a beautiful halftime presentation with the Oxford Band. Always good to see those guys out on the field. Band director, Mr. Gibbons, always make sure that we have entertainment at the halftime. $11:20, we sit on 11:20. The Cats are on the offensive charge once again. They need to get downfield and get something going offensively here. Tough Clarkston team that they're battling up against. This OAA Red, definitely a conference to be reckoned with. And we'll get the first down on the pass to number 8. And that, of course, you know him as Grayson Boyle. JR says we like saying first down. It's a big, I can't say because they didn't sponsor us, so it's someplace in Oxford, okay? If you want to sponsor, we'll say it's a touch first down here. I can't tell you who it was. Somebody's having a birthday. Second, and what do we got here? Second and about 7-3 on the play they gained. Wind starting to blow into the booth, which is very comfortable right now, as we got a beautiful sunset behind us. Not that that helps you here. I think the first week we had ultralight flying. Not quite sure we're having that this weekend. Jack Hendricks over center right now. He's got a man in the backfield, one over on the right side here. And Hendricks hands off, and he is met by the entire Clarkston defensive line. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 10 again. I do believe Hendricks is going to have to go to the air on this one this evening because they are covering that defense. The defense is definitely covering for Clarkston, everything on down close. Hendricks is going to have to get wild and go to the air. Out of the shotgun, Hendricks trying to direct his backfield into a better situation. Number 42, Krupa was there. Passing it out, like we said, that'll be caught by number 10. And just shy of the first down, and that'll be Connor Hickey. Connor Hickey with a short of the first down. Now, will he go for it? I'm not quite sure. 4th and 2. Coach really, maybe he has no choice. He should go for it. I'm, again, not the one to coach it. He's going to send the kicking team out. Number 17 will be doing the honors, and that, of course, is Ryan Patesh. We saw Ryan booting a few in the warm-ups. Bad pass snap for Ryan, and it's a bobbler, actually. And it will go down to about the 44, which honestly, that is a good bounce from what that looked like. Had a bad snap and a bad kick, actually. He ended up getting more than what I would have thought of. 8:45, and the Clarkston goes back on the O again. Clarkston coming out, and your Wildcats was Zenko and looking for a run, and he got it. Bowman carried it for about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and about, I would say, 5. He gives that ball to Bowman, and he goes right up the middle. Out of the shotgun was Zenko. I believe that's Bowman to his left. Full array on the far left side. 3 on the far left, 1 on the right. Looks like he might be going to the air, and there will be a flag on the play. And this looks like it might go against Clarkston and be beneficial to Oxford. So it's going to be 2nd and now about, I would say, 11 maybe. 2nd and 10. Not quite sure what they got called on, but it did go the right way for Oxford. 2nd and 10. Wazenko out of the shotgun. He's got 3 on the far left, and he gives it to Bowman again. Bowman says, "What? I'm going all the way." And he chews up about 15 yards, and they'll get a first down. First and 10, and again, 10-0 right now, 7:38. And this OAA red is showing through Clarkston and the Wolves right now. Very, very tough conference Oxford's in. Out of the shotgun, Wazenko, hands off to Bowman. Bowman calls all the way, nobody got him. He's going all the way, and he will be guarded, and he'll get almost out of the 5-yard line.
Lucas Bowman, the ball carrier. There is a flag on the play.
The flag on the play right now, we can only hope it's against Clarkston. But Bowman was off to the races once he got the ball. We'll see what they call it. It's going to be beneficial for Oxford if it's against Clarkston, obviously. They're calling illegal motion, and that should go against Clarkston. Benefiting Oxford, but I do believe the chains got moved. First and 10 right now at 7:13, and Clarkston chewing it away. With Zenko in the shotgun position. 3 out on the right, and he goes to the air, and Oxford will get him there. Maybe about a yard gain on the play. Number 16 on the carry, Mick Mahaffey. Second and 11. Once again, urge you to stay tuned. Maybe get that popcorn popped a bit early so you can watch that band at halftime. Great show coming up. .706 right now as the clock is going to continue to roll again. Clarkston back on the O. Over out of the shotgun with Zenko. Got one in the back, 2 on each side, and there will be a flag again on the play. Not quite sure what that's about.
Replay second down.
False start, and that'll go 2nd and 11 now on Clarkston. 7:06 right now before we hit the half. Oxford would like to get something at least up on the board if they could. Another flag on the play. We got Laundry down. Illegal. Now that's illegal motion. That'll give them maybe, I think that's a 10. Clarkston only hurting themselves right now. Oxford's not really stopping them, but they're stopping themselves with all these unneeded penalties. To 2nd and 21 now. 2nd and 21. With Zenko out of the shotgun. He's got 2 on each side, one in the backfield with him. He's going to go to the air and try to get out of this mess that he's got going, and that'll be a diving and no catch. It's going to be a big third down. It'll be 3rd and 21. Oxford would like to maybe get the ball back, march it in, and go in at least with 1 score on the board. Got to say hello to somebody that's not here tonight. Got to say hello to Hunter, who scrolled the message in the parking lot when he was at the soccer game last night. It says Hunter, as it should say. Hunter's wife, Dan's son. He wanted to let you know he was here. Hunter was here. Okay, big third down here, and I do mean to say big third down. With Zenko over center out of the shotgun, and he is going to get stopped and brought down by Oxford. And that there will bring out should be a punting team, but it might be they may try to get this. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to find out. You and me will find out together, okay, whether they're going to go for 3. 6:33, the clock continues to roll. And it looks like it's going to be about a 41-yard boot for another 3 if they can get it in there. And I think this is up to catch the guy's number here. It looks like number maybe 12. He boots it, and it falls short, much to the benefit of Oxford. And once again, now we're again going to see Oxford go back on the offense. 6:05 left in the second. 10-0. So preserving their 10-point lead and not gaining any more, that's going to help Oxford. It would have been not so good if they went in the locker room at 13-0. .605, we're stopped right there, and they're going to try to. Oxford will pick it up on the offense. Hendricks out of the shotgun. Hendricks on the call, and he looks to go to the air. Big shot over, and it'll go out of bounds.
Hendricks' pass is incomplete, second down.
Cats would love to get one up on the board, at least a score or three, just to not go in that locker room empty-handed. So that Oxford coaching staff doing everything they can to get the Wildcats up on the board. Jack Hendricks over center. He's got one in the backfield and two on the far right. Looks like he's going to go popping out to the air, and it will be caught for the first down as Oxford makes a charge on the offense. As the chains will move.
Results of the play are low kick, first down.
5:46 as the clock rolls in the second. We get to the halftime shortly. And this is Oxford's chance to see what they can do, maybe get up on the board with at least a score. It picked up a big victory last weekend on the road at the Birmingham Groves. I believe the score there 24-21. Birmingham Groves a strong team. But again, like I say, to say that in the OAA Red is really everyone in the OAA Red have something to, they're very strong. 5:04, the clock continues to roll right now. As Hendricks has his troops, he's trying to see what he can do to get his team down the field. Hendricks over center, one in the backfield. We got one here on the right, so it looks like we're going to go run on this one. Two, and yes, he's going to go to the air, big time air. Shot to number 10, and he'll get brought down at the line there. Brody Denver. Oh, no, I should say that was the number 10 is Connor Hickey. Connor Hickey was brought down just enough for a first down. 4:41 here left in the second, and Oxford is making a comeback here with a march down the field. They're at about the, within the 50. So, again, it may be an air night for Jack Hendricks. And that's what he's going to do. He's in trouble. He's going to find the outlet. Get it to number 88 for a first down, and that will be Brady Hasselbring. Hasselbring gets him out of a jam, and the chains march again. He was in trouble backfield-wise, and he launched it to Hasselbring for... Cats are opening up on this offensive charge. First and 10. Hendricks lined up right in front of our booth here out of the shotgun. He's got two on the far right, one on the left, and a man next to him. He is going to roll it himself, which not quite sure how I feel about that. They got a pretty big front line there. You don't want your QB getting hurt. 4:03. Hendricks got met by the entire line. They welcomed him to the field. Hendricks looking for the play. As we have 3:47 to see if they can get up on the board at least with a score. 10-0 right now, and the Wolves do lead it. Want to thank all the service personnel in the Oxford school system. It's Service Personnel Night tonight, and they were honored right before the game even started. Long-time run, number 4, I think it was like up to about a 6-yard gain on the play. And third down, and it's got to be just maybe a few. About 3, yes. 3rd and 3, they could get it to within a field goal range, or as I said, I know Coach wants to take it all the way down for at least 7. Clock is becoming his enemy right now at 2:49. Jack Hendricks over center. He's got 2 on the right. Man in motion. Going to the air as or actually hands it off, and I think we get a first down. That's going to be Tackenberry, I believe, was that. Well, that was, yes, on the carry. Another first down as they chew up real estate. 2:23 left here at the half, before we get to the half. Out of the shotgun, Jack Hendricks, man, and right next to him, and one on each side. Hands off to number 6. Number 6, he gets it back over to number 8, and it looks like a double reverse there. Grayson Boyle. Bowman brought him down. Checking in, number 10 for the Wildcats, that is Connor Hickey. Look for him to go to the air on this. Jack Hendricks. 140 right now. It's a Clarkston Wolf lead at 10-0. Oxford wants to go in at least get a score here. Hendricks looking to go to the air. He's looking big. Shoots it out, and it is caught by number 42, A.J. Krupa. Krupa pulls down another first down, and the clock stopped at 1:21. So they are now within 3. They can get 3 again. You got to make sure, the boot, as I say, these kickers, to their advantage. I mean, they have been doing a great job. Unquestionably use of them the last 5 years. So we'll see what happens here. We got 1st and 10, and about less than a minute on the clock. They're going to go and see what they can do. Maybe get into the in there, and they'll get down for a touchdown, Oxford. Number 6 goes in on the handoff, Chris Pullman, and he had Clarkston players kind of all around him when he walked in. So they do go up on the board within less than a minute of the second. They're going to go for, see if they go for a whip. They're going to send number 7 out to get that extra point, and that'll be Max Palikos. If we're saying your name wrong, Max, call the TV station, okay? Palikos. Have to listen to JR say it. He's going to go and see what he can do. And he puts it in the uprights. So they go on the board at 10-7 with 48 ticks left in the second. That's what they wanted to do. It's a little bit more manageable than going in with a donut. But on that handoff, off to the races.
The Oxford freshman and JV football teams will be playing at home next week on Thursday, September 18th.
Oxford Wildcat varsity team will be on the road next weekend. We won't be here. We'll be back the following week.
6:30 for JV. We'll see you on Thursday.
.6 ticks on the clock before they enter the locker room, and a great halftime show as the band is making their way around. 10-7. Again, a little more manageable than 10-0. You go in there knowing you did something. A little bit of a squib boot. They're going to carry it, and they better make sure they get this guy. Obviously, he's still going at about the 45-yard line. He was not to be denied. First down, Clarkston. 1st and 10, 39.2 ticks on the clock. 10-7, Oxford is down by 3. Clarkston's answer, at least get a score here. Maybe possibly 3 up on the board. Alec Wazenko out of the shotgun, man right next to him. He's got 2 on this side, 1 on the far. Wazenko looks to go to the air. He's looking for, has all the time in the world. Drops it to the outlet, and he'll get maybe 4 on the play. 33.1 ticks. Going to be about 2nd and maybe 6. 2nd and 4. And my appointment to Pearl Vision Center. .1 ticks on the clock. Wazenko out of the shotgun. 3 on the far left, 1 on the right side, and he's going to go to the air definitely. And he'll get that to see who that is.
Wazenko's pass is complete to Charles Jr.
Charles Jr., Wendell Childs Jr. from Wazenko's pass. And that's another 1st and 10 at 24.9 ticks on the clock. Again, this Clarkston team definitely marching it down when they have it offensively. Wazenko looks to go to the air. Big shot downfield, and that'll go in for a touchdown. Did what he had to do, got down, and yes, we have a touchdown for Clarkston. They go on the board at 16-7.
Wazenko's pass is complete to Wheeler. Clarkston touchdown.
$16-7 at 17.9 ticks, and they're going to try to put another one up on the board. Still fair enough to say Oxford did go on the board here, so they'll have their work to do in the second half without a problem.
O'Neill's extra point is good.
17-7 on the extra point attempt with 17.9 seconds. Well, do you sense something here? 17-17.
An invitational at Prestwick Village Golf Club on Monday. And the junior varsity will play right here in Oxford Hills against Stony Creek on Tuesday. We wish good scores to our Oxford Girls Golf Program. Both the girls and boys cross-country teams will run tomorrow morning in the Holly Invitational. This meet will take place at Spring Oaks County Park.
17-7 right now, and we are about to hit the locker room, and I know Coach will be letting his players know that they need to step it up, and again, they can do it. It's within their grasp. 17-7. Clarkston does lead it here. 17.9 ticks left. Cats will get a chance to maybe run it downfield or get at least 1 or 2 offensive plays out of the way. Big kick here, and he does field the play, and he's going to go all the way through, and he'll be stopped at about maybe the 22-yard line, maybe. 11.5 seconds. Hendricks might have a chance to get one play out of the gate here. You would imagine it's going to be a passing play. 17-7 right now, and again, they're down. We're going to flip up the mic for the halftime celebration. A lot of that happening here in the stadium tonight. Hendricks over center right now, and they're going to just knee it out and let it finish itself out and pick it up in the second half with more motivation. So we end the half with a score of 17-7 in what I'll have to call a Clarkston half. Oxford will have to come through on the second half. We're going to take a slight break, I guess. We'll be back in a moment as the Oxford band will get set up for another festive celebration here from Oxford Stadium. For our broadcast team, I want to say Dan Weiss, Will Julian, Joe Hollywood Calhoun. I'm Jim Hughes. Catch you on the other side. Pop some popcorn. We'll see you in the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, step right up tonight. The field is transformed into a dazzling big top of sound and spectacle. Behold, the pride of Oxford High School, the sensational, the spectacular, the undeniable phenomenon, your Oxford Wildcat Marching Band. Led by our drum majors, Lauren Walker, Caitlin White, Pebble Shooty, and Olivia Graft. Brought to life by our color guard captains, Miranda Morin and Savannah Baker. And featuring tonight's soloists, Ryan Ballard, Leah Hazelton, Katie Allen, Max Shank, Cooper Grant, Rhonda Wilkie, and Will Bradford. The Wildcat Band invites you to gasp, to cheer, and to clap your hands and stomp your feet as they present their production of The Greatest Showman. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Oxford Wildcat Marching Band. Onside kick recovered by Oxford. Darren on the recovery.
And that there looks like we'll go on the offense on the, I believe that was an onside kick. Which will put Oxford on the O. Hendricks in the shotgun, and he's got someone in the backfield. And he'll hand it off and maybe get 2 on the play, 3 best.
Please be the carrier, named by Lucas Bowman. Stretching play second down.
Out of the shotgun, and Hendricks gets it to, it looks like number 11, number 11. On the pass, maybe a 4 or 5 yard gain, and that'll be Brody Casper. I'll just inform you, if you're on our stream and you're typing anything that you shouldn't be typing, we are just going to block you. So, I mean, that's simple as that. I did block Lions Green. I mean, I understood maybe that's not what he meant, but it came across weird. And then Brady Drake, again, I blocked you as well. So, if you want to send me a score, fine. Over the right over center, Hendricks hands it to number 19, I believe, and he gets 10 plus. And that'll be a first down for Oxford. Dragon Fan Tim, if you want to let us know how the scores are progressing, wouldn't mind that at all. 10:07 at 17-7 right now. Cats got it, and they'll see if they can go march it up on the board. Offensively, they're doing a little better than they were earlier. Handoff, and that'll go to number, it looks like 6. Chris Pullman, I believe. On the handoff for maybe a 4-yard gain. Thanks, Dragon Fan Tim. Appreciate him. Again, I don't mean to mute the other two people, but again, messages were getting a little bit confused. I don't think the first message was what somebody else saw. So, out of the shotgun, looking to go to the air. Hendricks launches it, and it will, have the distance and a little further. Incomplete. He did have the distance on the throw. Third down in this charge offensively for Oxford. This is would be good to get another score here up on the board for the Cats. Hendricks over center right now, 2 on the far right, and 1 behind him, number 28. He'll hand it off for maybe a 5-yard gain. This is going to back them up a bit, but Keaton Pozak on the run. 4th and a 5. So what does he do? You definitely need to punch it into the end zone. So I think they're going to keep him out there and hope he can get to 5. So a big play for Oxford here. Could be the big play of the game. Out of the shotgun, Hendricks, 3 on the right, 1 on the left. He is definitely going to have to go to the air, and that's what he's going to do. He launches it, and yes, he picks up the first down with a rifle to number 11, Brody Casper. Out of area score from Dragon Fan Tim. Frankenmuth 56, Alma 13, and we have another deadlock score here. Dragon Fan Tim letting us know about Lake Orion and Rochester. They're now notched at 14 all. 14-14. Tim, where are they playing in the Rochester Lake Orion game? Are they on the road? I know Rochester Adams is taking on, I think, West Bloomfield. So this is Rochester. Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier. Okay. So Lake Orion and Rochester 14 all. Out of the shotgun. And they are playing in Lake Orion today. First and 10, 8:08 here in the third, and this third has gone by real fast. Oxford with the ball, most of it so far, as they're trying to make an offensive charge into the end zone here, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty called against Clarkston. Oh, no, that'll be against, I'm sorry, my bad. That'll be, yes, against Clarkston. Wazenko out of the shotgun. Looks to go to the air. Oxford Wildcats coming around. He's in trouble. He's got Wildcats everywhere. And he drops it off, which could be construed as intentional grounding. Again, I'm not going to make that call, but there was no Wolf around him when he made that pass. Clarkston backed up way back from the original line of scrimmage. It looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 20. 7:46 here. Wazenko out of the shotgun. Man, he's got 3 on this side, 1 on the far right. Looking to go to the air, and he gets it to his player there, a few yards on the play. Number, I think that is 11 there. And that would be, I don't have that number. Okay, they're going to hold him for a big third down here out of the shotgun. Wazenko, he's got a full field to pass to. Going to run it up the middle himself, and he'll unload it on the ground for an incomplete pass. And that, again, will bring 4th and 15. Kicking team coming out. Cats will get a chance to go back on it offensively. Dragon fan Tim letting us know about a score. Goodrich over Brandon, the final here coming into the booth. 21-7. Goodrich picking up the V there. Once again, Sophia, thank you for checking in once again. Ooh, Oxford player almost jumped the gun there. Big kick coming up, and it'll get fielded for about it comes back for maybe an Oxford bounce a little bit, at about 42-yard line, I'd have to say. And the Cats will get a chance to see what they can do offensively again. 17-7, they hold there at 6:51. Hope you're enjoying Friday Night Football here on OCTV. We appreciate bringing it to you. Hendricks looking over a balance line out of the shotgun. Man in the backfield, a few on the far right, and he's looking to go to the air, and that's what we thought said he was going to have to do. Ooh, had enough distance, wasn't able to get it. That was intended for, I think it was Timmy Wheaton. I think that was number 9 here. Let me take a look. Had the distance, but just not enough. So they're definitely going to have to use the air. 6 to 10 to 2nd and 10. 6:46. You're down by 10. Yes, they're going to have to go to the air. Hendricks is going to have to start making use there. Full packed house tonight, and full Oxford, as it always is, but Clarkston here very well represented by their fan base. Out of the shotgun, Hendricks, and something gets called. Now, we do know, I'm not sure if this is still the same, but we know something about Jack Hendricks, that before every game, we only know this because we used to go there with our parents. We do a Friday night game. He likes to stop at a local eatery, Culver's, and him and a few of his buddies will go there prior to the game. Not sure if that still is an ongoing thing, but we ran into him a few times as we were there, and he was on his way to the contest. That was last year. So just some of the probably unuseful information that I have about Jack Hendricks. Hendricks over center right now. He's got one in the backfield, and he looks to go to the air again. Gets caught, and that'll bring a first down plus an extra 2 on the play. That was caught by 42, the captain himself, A.J. Krupa. So that'll move the chains up another 10, and that's good for Oxford. Should move the chains up another 10. It's not 2nd and 15. I believe he got that. Oh, wait. It's going to even go further due to a penalty against Clarkston. If anything tonight, and I'm not saying the defense for Oxford's not doing their job. I mean, they are doing their job, but I'm saying Clarkston is really hurting themselves tonight. And if a lot of the big yard plays have come from problems that Clarkston had with penalties. So Oxford, to much of Oxford's chagrin, they are lined up further down the field at a 1st and 10 and marching towards the goal line. Hendricks out of the shotgun. He hands off to number 11, and that gets stopped again. More flags on the field. That's probably going to go against Oxford. It's in the backfield. Illegal motion, and that'll go against Oxford. That should be probably another 5-yard penalty. So that will be, let's look at the, much to the fan base here, they're not happy with that. 1st and a little more than 15 away. Hendricks over center, 1st and 15, and Oxford needs some points. 2 in the backfield, and he hands off to
Seth Tabor on the carry.
Number 19, Seth Tabor, who carried that ball. Got a few yards out of it. 2nd and 9, back up to almost the original line of scrimmage. .603. Clarkston comes off of a loss last week against West Bloomfield. Oxford was on the road. They picked up a victory against Birmingham Groves. Hendricks out over center. He passes it. It gets caught, and just shy of the first down. Just shy. He does pick it up. 1st and 10. Okay, 1st and 10. Again, I'm spotting for myself here, so I do apologize if I missed those. 1st and 10 right now. And Cats are getting close down to the end zone, and they need to get up on the board. Again, it'll make it a contest once again if they can get at least another score here. 5:30 left here in the 3rd. And this whole offensive run began on an onside kick. Over center right now. Hendricks looks to go to the air once again. Successful there. He gets it completed successfully, but will get stopped up, and we might have a player down on the field. Not quite sure. Looks like it might be a Clarkston player. Not sure what happened there, but we'll see. And we do have somebody down on the field right now. And it looks like it might be a Clarkston player down on the field here. And we wish anybody well that has something like that happen. Clarkston lost to Harper Woods. That was in week 1, out of conference play. Thank you, Sail Band. I love the names you guys have here. Yeah, that was that first week. But they did, okay, I understand. Okay, so they did pick up that victory last week. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Again, Clarkston picking up the V last week. So that puts them at 1-1. They picked up that victory last week, but they lost in the first week with Harper Woods. I'll get it right sooner or later, right? Cats are ever so close, and yes, it's not an undoable situation. 4:58. It's been their ball pretty much the most of the quarter here. (17-7). Again, some cheering coming from the Oxford side. Not as loud as I thought it would be. Out of the shotgun. Hendricks looking to go to the air once again. He finds himself in trouble in backfield. He launches it out, and it will be... Ooh, it was so close. Almost caught there by an Oxford player. But bobbled and down to the ground it went. Oh, that is as close as you get right there. 3rd and still about 15 to go. So what do? Maybe send your kicker out, get 3. You're going to need the 3 anyway. 3rd and 15 right now. So Hendricks will stay out there, and I guess they're going to go for one more go at it here. Would make it about what? Maybe about a 20, 25-yard attempt at the goal for 3. Hendricks over center. Man in the backfield, 2 on the far right. He's still going to the air again. Ooh, he's finding himself in trouble. He's on scrambling. He's way in the backfield. And he's going to toss it away. And he was no protection there as he was being chased down the field. 4:24. Wow. So what do you do now? Do you go for it on 4, or do you send the kicker out to a surefire maybe 3? And I think they might be going for 3. So 17-14, Rochester leading it over Lake Orion. They were knotted at 14. Now, evidently due to a field goal, Rochester's got the lead again. Okay, thank you, Sailban. Here's the stats for Clarkston here. I got them all right here, and I appreciate you letting me know, okay? Clarkston beat Belleville, lost to Harper Woods in the second week. Okay. Big kick, and does it go through? And it looks like he notched it, and that's got to give that kicker a little bit of confidence, and that'll throw him up on the board for 3. Your score right now from Oxford, Clarkston 17 and Oxford 10. Gave his kicker a shot at it, and he came through.
That was a 42-yard field goal.
17-10 right now at 4:19 in the third. So Cats get it a little bit closer. I don't have the schedule at hand. I wonder, do you have the schedule? Who's playing everybody next week, Dragon Fan Tim? So it'll be quite interesting to see how the OAA Red plays out tonight. This Clarkston team still a tough team to deal with, I tell you. They bring a heck of a lot of players. They have a good fan base that travels with them. Cats going to kick it off here to the Wolves, and the Wolves will go back on the offensive charge. 17-10 right now. And that'll be booted. Caught, and he'll run for it. Cats are going to see what they can do to stop him up. And he's still running a far right side, and he could be off to the races here. Still scrambling, and he is going everywhere. And he still marched up to the 50. Going to the 40. He's going to. He's still rolling, not brought down, and he finally gets brought down at about the 25-yard line. And I'd have to say maybe a 30-yard run. He was all over the place, bringing it back and forth.
First down, Clarkston.
17-14 right now. Rochester over Lake Orion. 12-6. West Bloomfield over Rochester Adams. .357, and I tell you, that was a powerful run for the Wolves. Out of the shotgun was Zenko. He's got two on the far left, one on the right. He's going to hand it off to Bowman. Bowman marches it and gets it down. He's still rolling with a first down plus a few. 350 right now, and that combination of Wazenko and Bowman, I tell you. He gives it to him, and Bowman just heads towards the goal. Defense having to dig in here big time, 17-10, 3:35 in the third. Cats are digging in. Zenko, of course. Who does he give it to? Bowman. And Bowman will get stopped with maybe a little forward progress at about maybe a 2-yard gain.
Lucas Bowman.
Clock at 3:36 in the third. Cats will only have one more quarter to try to get it done. They don't want Clarkston to go in here. I tell you, that would make it very, very challenging, let's say, to get anything up on the board. Defense got to dig in deep right here. Wazenko out of the shotgun. He's got a man in the backfield. Two on the right, two on the left. I imagine he's going to go to the run. And man in motion, hands it to Bowman. Oh, I think Oxford could have had a break here. This could be a fumble recovery. Not quite sure. Wazenko dropped it. I don't know if he got it back. They're trying to sort things out in the middle of the field right now. Big play for Oxford if it's recovered. Big play for Oxford if it's recovered. And they are trying to sort it all out right now. But Wazenko, that's the first big mistake we've seen him make tonight. Oxford recovered the fumble and a big, big necessary break for the Wildcats. Wazenko has not faltered all night, and with that one, as he marched down close to the red zone, dropped it, and Cats came through. Wow. If you're going to write good things about that, I tell you, Oxford defense digging in deep and not giving up and picking up that fumble. Again, they're down deep in their territory. They have a little bit of real estate to chew up to get downfield, but better than having Clarkston that close to the end zone. Big, big break for Oxford there. They earned it. They rule it a fumble recovery. This will send Hendricks back out again. He's going to have to get it downfield. But again, way better than having Clarkston ready to punch it in. Hendricks out of the shotgun. He's got men on each side, one in the backfield, and they're going to call a illegal motion. And that is going to go against Oxford, I would imagine. They'll back them up even further, but again, way better than what it could have been. Hendricks is definitely going to have to go to the air big time here. He's way down deep. But like I said, you got to look at the positive, what could have been another score for Clarkston. They were so down close to the end zone with that fumble recovery that at least prevented that for now. 1st and 15 yards here. Hendricks is going to have to get it going here. And again, it looks like he's got a few outbound for air delivery. And he gets it to number 10. Number 10 gets it and holds on to it for maybe a 12-yard gain. I think they're still shy of the first down. Hickey got the reception and was brought down. We have another Clarkston player down on the field. We hope he's okay. I'm not quite sure who that is. We'll see when he gets up. That's number, I think it's 7. I could be wrong. Another Clarkston player down, and Hendricks is running out to the field. Not quite sure what that was about, but that is number, is that 9? 9? I believe that was 9, Gabe Mauser, that hit the ground pretty hard there. 17-10 right now, and second and a deuce to get out of it. 2:11 on the clock in the third right now. Cats, this is a big play for them right now. 2nd and 2, they need a first. They got to plow it downfield again. Hendricks over center. He's got 2 in the backfield. He's got 1 on each side. Hendricks hands off, and they do get the 2. I do believe they get the 2. And that is a first down, a well-earned first down. Number 19 for the Cats, and that is Seth Tabor, who we've seen run a lot tonight. And again, if you're new to the broadcast, we want to say, again, the number 42, Captain A.J. Krupa, wears that number. Voted by his players, his teammates, to wear that honorary number, remembering what number 42 means, Tape Mare. Handoff for about maybe 4 or 5 yards. Tabor again on the carry, who's getting a lot of real estate tonight. The field so dedicated about 2 weeks ago, opening night. An anonymous donor made a donation for a complete refield overhaul, including the goalposts. And it does don the number 42 in the middle next to the big O. So, again, Oxford beneficiary of the field to honor one of their own. Out of the shotgun, Hendricks, a man on the side, and a few up. He unloads it, and he'll be stopped up, not really for any yard gain on the play. Krupa in for number 5 comes out. That would be Chase Cardona. 16 ticks, and they'll flip the sides and go down for the 4th and final quarter. 17-10, and off to the races Hendricks goes, and he will not get the first down. He'll be brought down by the Clarkston defense.
On the tackle. That's the end of the third quarter. We scored Oxford 17, Oxford 10.
At the end of 3, Clarkston leads it by 7. 17-10 in a big break that could have very well been score for Clarkston with that recovered fumble. Again, they went on the offensive charge with that fumble recovery and prevented another score. We have a young person that's going to be a young lady attempting a 35-yard field goal out there. And again, I guess there's some type of reward if she makes it. It's 35 yards on the kick. See what she can do, and I hope she's been practicing. Sponsored by that 24th Street Tavern. As she lines up, And it makes the end zone. So there you go. What can you hope? She did the best she could. That's all you can ask. "12 minutes separate a win from a loss. The Clarkston Wolves are leading this one 17-10, and the Wildcats are still trying to see what they can do on the offensive side of things. With Zemko back in and at it. Oh, no, actually, they were kicking it up. Bad snap. Almost a recovery here by your Wildcats as one player made contact with another, but the ball did roll back down to maybe about what I think was the 29-yard line. Down deep in their territory, Cancel again have 11 and 50 to see what they can do and get it done. Otherwise, Clarkston's going to go on top with another victory. Zemko looking to go to the air, and he fires it away, and that's all you need to do right there. And he makes up for that fumble with a big bomb pass, and they march it in the end zone. Number 8 got the reception, and big hit for Clarkston on the big throw. 23-10. It's going to be very difficult for Oxford now. They're going to have to do their best, obviously. And now they'll look to go for the extra point to notch it 24. See what they can do. Beautiful executed pass there. And that gets brought between the uprights, and now you're down by 14, 24-10. As the Wildcats will have to dig down deep to see what they can do and maybe pick up a V here. Lucas Bowman, number 1 on that reception, who's been actually a great asset to that Clarkston team tonight.
Freshman JV will play at 5:30. They will be followed by the Varsity at 7. These matches will take place in the E. Smith Gymnasium, Tuesday, September 16th. We hope to see you there to support Wildcat Volleyball.
Okay, Oxford will get a chance to get on the offense, but they have got a big hill to climb here right now. And they've got only 11:40 to get it done. 24-10, Clarkston coming in strong here to the Oxford house tonight. Booting the ball for Clarkston, number 17, Aiden O'Neill. Big shot. And the Cats will go back on the offensive charge here. Hopefully they can get something done. We're going to be back here in about 2 weeks. Oxford goes on the road next week. And we'll be back to pick it up in, I do believe, the later part of September. Or maybe. Or I guess maybe October. Trying to get our schedule here. Sailband giving us a lot of info about the Lucas Bowman. His twin is number 0, Griffin. So, Griffin Bowman and number 1, Lucas Bowman, back to back. There we go. Both, obviously, they're twins, so their senior year this year. Off to the races. Hendricks looks to go to the air, and he needs this one, and it is caught midfield as almost an answer back to that last pass. It'll get him up to the 50. Intended for Casper. I guess he didn't get it. Again, I guess I got to go to Pearl Vision. I thought he had that one. Sailban, I take it you're from Clarkston. Are you getting a good signal on us tonight? Is it looking okay at your house? Thanking our people on board tonight. Sail Band. Somebody named August said they're in the marching section. Dragon Fan Tim, who's always a big part of the broadcast. Thank you, Dragon Fan Tim. Pass and gets bobbled as it gets thrown. Pass intended for number 8, Grayson Boyle. I'm not getting the Elmont score there. It's right. Okay, hold on. Okay, Frankenmuth, 70, and it said Elmont. I think I got to go back to there again. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Out of our network, it's Frankenmuth 70, Elma 21. Hendricks out of the shotgun, looking to roll around. He's got somebody right behind him. He's going to roll and run. Ooh. He gets his helmet knocked off. Oh, that was a pretty bad hit there where Hendricks' helmet came right off of him. Dragon Fan Tim letting us know 21-17 Lake Orion. Adams is driving through right now. Thanks, Sailban, for the a little glitchy. Okay. Audio's hopefully okay. Not quite sure why it was a pretty big hit. It knocked Hendricks' helmet right off. He popped right up, but his helmet went off, so. Much to the Oxford fans' base, they're not quite happy with what they saw there. Calling for some maybe penalty of some sort. I'm not quite sure you can be penalized for knocking a helmet off. I'm not sure about that. Okay, they will get called on a personal foul, much to a break for Oxford there. And that should garner them maybe a first down opportunity. We've seen a lot of different things here tonight in tonight's contest. Some of these Oxford fans are not quite happy with what they saw there. Again, we're not going to say what they're saying, obviously. I'm not quite sure exactly how that all happened, but they are still discussing it at midfield. Enough propulsion to knock his helmet right off. Again, Hendricks was helmetless. But then the secondary thing, there was a Clarkston player that hit the dirt as well. They had two offsetting fouls. One was targeting and something after the fact. And as you can very well hear, not a happy fan base for Oxford right now, who actually needs time to get things done. Clarkston probably not happy as well, but not as unhappy as we are about that call. Oh, Mom's not going to be happy with that one, Dragon Fan Tim. 8-1 over the Tigers with Scoobo got robbed. That's my mom's favorite pitcher. 8-1, wow. They go into New York and get two big ones and didn't lose that last game in New York, but wow, Scoobo. Hard to read that one. If you're a Tigers fan, you know what I'm talking about. Couldn't believe I saw that one game the other night. It was about 12-2, and then the following night 11-1. Then last night they couldn't get off the ground. So I do believe they play 3 down in Marlin's territory, so they'll have a chance either tomorrow or even the following day to pick it up. Dragon fan Tim, I think Sail Band from Clarkston wants to know about that anything with Harper Woods right now. $10:55-4. It keeps clicking away, and the clock will soon become actually Oxford's enemy. Still not an undoable situation, but again, a tough Clarkston team giving them a run for their money. And that... Number 10, Connor Hickey gets the catch. And it looks that we have some more laundry down. Holding on the offensive side, that's going to march it back even more, all for naught. 10:38, the clock is still continuing. 22-8, Harper Woods over Groves. I only say that, Sail Ben, because some people are not on the, well, I mean, they're not watching the comments. So 22-8, Harper Woods over Birmingham Groves. That's who Oxford picked up a victory with last week, Birmingham Groves. Which just so happens to be closer to my house. We are not able to go on the road right now. Again, if we can get some sponsorships with even our basketball and other situations, we'll be able to cover more of the contests. Okay, dug back, way back. Hendricks is going to try to see what he can do, and he's back in the end zone. He pumps it out, and that'll almost be an interception and almost a touchdown for the Clarkston. All almosts.
Hendricks' pass was worked out by number 9, and sure.
Adams turnover on downs. Are they broadcasting that one on that other? I can't say it, but are they broadcasting that on that one network? I'm wondering how you're following that. And he kicks it out of his own end zone to a very well-received Clarkston player who will call for the fair catch at about the 39. This very well will drop Oxford to maybe, again, I'm not saying they've not lost it yet, but I mean, if this is a loss, it'll be 2-1 for the season. I kind of thought that, Dragon fan Tim. Yeah, that's a pretty nice little operation that Channel 4 Plus did, actually. Pretty innovative, actually, if you think about it. And Wazenko hands it off and gets stopped up here by an Oxford defender. No gain on the play. We're seeing some very unhappy Oxford fans right here, right now, making some calls. So, again, I mean, your team is down, and obviously Clarkston Berry on the beneficial part of the score right now of 24-10. Wazenko out of the shotgun, one in the backfield, 2 on each side. And all they got to do is protect their score right now. They don't even have to go to the air. Ooh, a little movement on the Oxford side. Hand off to Bowman for maybe about a 3-4 yard gain there. A.J. Krupa, Captain A.J. Krupa, stopped him. Big third down for our Oxford here to hold them here and not let them get any more. They have got a big hill to climb even right now. They don't need Clarkston to punch it in for another 6 or 7. with Zemko out of the shotgun. He's looking to go to the air. He's got people all around. Boom, lofts it to number 0. That is Bowman. The Griffin Bowman, I believe that was 0, right? There is a flag on the play. It's kind of hard. That's the only thing I'm going to say about the Clarkston uniform. They have the white with the yellow, and it's a little bit difficult at our angle to see what the numbers are. So I'm struggling a little bit. But, again, a darker number would have been, a little bit easier to see. You're probably seeing it better at home on television than I'm seeing here far away. Or I guess that's just my excuse to go make an appointment at my eye doctor. 8:36 right now, and again, the clock's not really going to be Oxford's friend anymore real soon here, if anything. And Clarkston, I tell you, they are on a run right now. If you're facing this team next week, you're going to want to watch that tandem of the Bowman and Wazemko. Going to go for a field goal here, and this is about, 40-yard, 41-yard field goal here for his kicker to give him some self-confidence, number 17. And he launches the ball. And Oxford, will they get it? They do, I guess. And that'll give them first down. Number 17 on the try, Aiden O'Neill. Should mention that Sale Band has a connection to the Bowman brothers, which that would be number 0 and number 1. Griffin and Lucas Bowman, brothers sharing the field tonight. We had a few brothers, a set of brothers a few years ago. Our Katie brothers, who you'll definitely, I guarantee, will see in the NFL kicking the ball somewhere. Big kickers for Oxford's team, our Katie brothers, Jay and Drew Katie. But anyways, good to have the Bowman brothers here tonight from Clarkston. A force to be reckoned with if you're facing this team next week. Hendricks looking to go bomb, and he's got some pressure in the backfield. They're running for him. They're running. He's going to go maybe out of, he's going to hold on to it and take it up for maybe a first down. They're going to call flags on the play. Not quite sure again if this is going to be, Hendricks is not happy. I think he's not happy with what's going on here, and there's definitely going to be, there was flags that went down right away. Hendricks looked like he was going to loft the ball, but he ended up running it out, and towards the end of that play at the Wildcat side. Oh, well, Sale Band, I'm glad I'm not, well, I still probably need the eye exam, but state champs say the exact same thing about the Clarkston uniforms with the yellow numbers. It makes it a little difficult, especially when you're my age. I don't even want to share that with you. Okay, Hendricks over center right now. He's got one in the backfield. He's got to get it downfield. They got 14 to earn, and that ball will be caught, and number one of the Bowmans knocked him out of bounds. The Bowmans are everywhere, Sale. Dragon fan Tim letting us know about a score here. 23-21, Rochester with 2 minutes left in the game. Whoa. Tight game there tonight. You did say they were playing in Orion, right? Oh, no, Rochester. All right, hold on a second. Okay, yeah. 23-21. And this game is about complete. Rochester with 2 minutes left in the contest. Wow, that doesn't get any closer. A field goal from victory. Trevor Potts giving his QB a little bit of confidence, and Jack Hendricks is limping out there. He has been hit hard tonight. They've got 8:03. If they can punch it in here, can they go and maybe get another one? I'll tell you, this is going to be a last exciting 8 minutes of ball here. I'm thanking our broadcast team once again tonight. I want to thank Dan Zweiss with the Green Apple. He's on master control. Will Julian. And down below on the rover, he's from Hollywood, Joe Hollywood Calhoun. Hand off to number 6 on the route, and he'll get drugged down and maybe a 4-yard gain. Pullman on the carry. They could punch it in right now. It's not undoable. But, again, you cannot let Clarkston get that ball back and score. 14 points will tie it. 15 will take you to a win. Do I believe in the unbelievable? I do. $7:27 right now, 24-10 again. Your Cats lead are down by 14. Trying to punch one in, though. Hand off, and they'll go inside. He'll take it around the corner, and actually help from the Rochester defensive line. Oxford player advances another 3 yards. Hi, Charlie. I don't know where you're at, Charlie, but thank you for the kudos. Hard to do it by yourself, but it's always fun. Friday night football is always the best part of your weekend, and it just gets better as Saturday in college, and then we get to see those the Cats, the Lions, play on Sunday. Gotta love football season, don't you? Win, lose, or draw, it's always good to see the football moving. Hendricks gets the ball, and he bobbles it as almost a fumble, but he gets his own fumble back. Wow. That was dangerous. Okay, Dragon fan Tim. Yeah, it's in Dragon Country. Tim, do you ever go to the Dragon games? Or are you there now? Maybe you're there now and I didn't know it. Out of the shotgun, Hendricks. He's got a man beside him. He's looking to go to the air. He's going to have to get it out of his hands. Ooh, he throws it towards an Oxford player, which could have been construed as intentional grounding. And you know who that was? That was Sailband's favorite, one of their favorites. Number 0, Griffin Bowman, with some high pressure on the quarterback for Oxford. Once again, congratulating the band and the cheerleaders tonight. I say they make Friday night football just all what it can be. It all goes together and everybody has a good time. Win, lose, or draw, you thank God for these athletes. You thank God for the cheerleaders and all the band effort that goes into all these performances. Over center right now, it's Jack Hendricks. He's going to look to go to the air. He's got really no choice here. To 42, A.J. Krupa will get 6. Now the big question, do you go for the extra 2 and secure the win if you score again, or do you go for a surefire 1? I would say maybe go for 2 here. You're going to need the 2 to win anyway. Go for the win here by getting 2. You notch it up at 2. I'm right. Again, this is one of those judgment calls. I guess they're going to go for the surefire 1. And then they'll be within 7. So here we go. 5:52 separates them only by 7 if we get that extra point. Big shot. And it goes up, and we are 24-17 right now at Oxford's football stadium. A very, very tough Clarkston team here at Oxford tonight. And if you are facing this contest with Clarkston next week or scouting this team, you are definitely going to want to watch out for the Bowman Crunch and the QB, of course. You know him, Alex Wazenko. So here's what they are going to maybe have to do here. Maybe try another onside kick. They've got 5:52 to go. Not undoable like we thought it was a while back. Oh, they have a nickname. Okay. Sale Band, I want you in the booth is what I want you. A.K.A. the Bash Brothers. Wow. These guys are tough, I can tell you that. Okay, Sale, are you their aunt? Are you related to them? Or you just know them? Let me know. Maybe you said that earlier. I didn't get to see it. But anyways, yeah, the Bash Brothers. Okay, kickoff one here to Oxford. And they'll squib kick it, and here we go. Clarkston, they've got to stop him here for any hope of maybe getting something. Okay. Clarkston will go on the charge. Your D's got to dig down deep here to hold the tandem here of Alex Wazenko and the Bash Brothers. Is that a cell phone? Cell phone? Your cell phone? That's our first of the year right there. Oh, okay, good. Two. We always want to know how many cell phones. So we do a count. How many get lost? You're number 2. Well, they're singing Country Roads right now, so I don't know if that's inspiring to either team at all. Hand off to number 1, and that would be Lucas Bowman for a gain of about 5. Just a fan. Okay, I got you. You know a lot. Sale Band, we appreciate you out there. Thank you for joining the chat tonight. It's been fun. Again, earlier tonight we had maybe some misconstrued communication. I just want to say, if you're going to jump on here and do something like that, we're going to block you, and that's exactly what I did. Alex Wazenko in the backfield in the shotgun right now. 5:04, 24-17. They got to stop him here, and they are not doing that right now as they are marching for another first down. 4:55, and the chains move further. Was that another penalty? I'm not quite sure what happened there. That was a good run there by Clarkston, though, I'm a little confused where that's going to end up. First and 10 again. They're going to reset the clock, but Clarkston Wolves are going to get marched back. So first and 10 from about the original line of scrimmage. Not quite sure. We've seen a lot of laundry on the field tonight. Earlier on, Clarkston was actually hurting themselves. And this could be an off-to-the-race situation here, and it might very well be. And it looks like they're going to march in for another TD, and oh, boy.
Nathan Bowman on the carry into the end zone for the Wolves.
I think that was Mr. Bowman. On a beautiful executed run into the end zone for another 6. 30-17, they're going to notch it for another one here. And without saying, maybe almost undoable for Oxford right now. But again, I never say that to the very end. But a very, very strong Clarkston team came here tonight. Boot going through for number 17. He's got a big foot. Here we go. And boom. They get that one. Up 30-17. And again, the Wildcats have 4:33 before we get out of here. Final from Dragon Country. 23-21 Rochester. Lake Orion drops to 9-3, I guess. Okay. 9-3.
Next Monday and Tuesday. On Monday, the Cats will go outside of the league to host Grand Blanc, and then right back to the OAA on Tuesday to face off against Berkeley.
Got to say hi to Carrie Wing Kennedy, who says, love that Oxford band. Hey, we love them too. They played their hearts out tonight, and you want to come on down and see something live and very impressive. Come and watch the band on a Friday night here at the stadium. 31-17. We got about 4:33 before we get out of here. And again, safe to assume Clarkston is going to walk away with a V. 0-3. Okay, that's what I kind of thought. No, hey, Dragon, don't worry. It's fine. I was like, somebody played more games than everybody else. No wonder why they. Oh, somebody got.
O'Neill's kick is in the end zone. Wildcats ball, 1st and 10.
31-17, and we roll out of the stadium again. We'll be back in a few weeks to bring you another contest here from Oxford football field. Want to thank our managerial staff back in the office. I want to thank Dave Kenny and also our own manager, Terry Stiles. And if you're interested in sponsoring anything that we do here at OCTV, I mean specifically so you can sponsor athletics or even anything in the musical genre, contact our office at 248-628-9658, 248-628-9658. Love to hear from you if you'd like to sponsor. We have some reasonable packages. Hendricks out of the shotgun, looks to go to the air, and he completes the completed pass on a bobble there. Brody Casper reached out and just wanted that ball, and boom, he got it. Bringing you up for a first down. 31-17. Cass going to the air. Hendricks, he looks to do it, and he gets that ball complete.
Hendricks' pass is complete.
Just a mention here, again, this is another big fan from Clarkston, our friend Sailban, let us know that Aiden O'Neill trained with Drew Cady. Tell you, you're going to see the Cady brother. I know you're going to see them in the NFL, and maybe you'll see Aiden O'Neill as well. Ooh, did he get that? Nope, incomplete pass, far side. Giving our thank yous once again. We're going to go through the broadcast team. Dan Weiss on master control. Will Julian on the main camera. Our rover himself, Joe Hollywood Calhoun. And again, we thank our many entities in our broadcast area. Leonard, Addison Township, Oxford Township, and Oxford Village for kicking in the funding there so we're able to do here what we do. And again, I'm Jim Hughes. Always a pleasure being here as I'm a lifelong Wildcat. Out of the shotgun, Hendricks. He looks to go to the air once again. Boom. He throws it down to number 5, and I think they're going to wave that one off too.
Chase Cardona, the intended receiver.
Chase Cardona with the intention of getting it, but no good. 31-17, the clock, 3:43 left. And what you would have to say, probably the longest 3:43. The OAA Red, a very tough, here we go. Pass to completed to number 11. Brody Casper for a first down move there. Setting up for real fast. They're doing that real fast offense right now. First down. And Hendricks looking to the side to see what he can do. Trevor Potts' coach giving him what he should do. And they're going to that fast hurry-up offense, as you would think they would at 3:31. Here we go. Not giving up on anything right now. Hendricks launches the ball, and that'll be overthrown.
Cardona was the intended receiver.
Another flag on the play. Again, a lot of flags tonight. And again, not saying that they're not called for, but I tell you, a lot of the yardage gained by Oxford have been flags on the play. This might go against Oxford, though. Could be illegal motion. I'm not quite sure. They're coming over to confer with Coach. That'll give Oxford another first down. And it marches down the field. Once again, like I said a bit earlier, a lot of this yardage gain were on penalties garnered by Clarkston. Clarkston actually hurting themselves. Well, as I say, if Oxford even stands a chance here, they need to punch it in real fast. Maybe go for an onside kick and hope they get it and then march it down. Boom, fast outlet. And Oxford will get out of bounds. And number 5 got it. And then, of course, Chase Cardona. Now, if you get one in, do you punch it in for 2? I would have to think so. Just so you would surefire get the win. Okay, 1st and 10. Hendricks has got it in the shotgun, and he's got everybody ready to roll out. And he's definitely going to go to the air. Big time bad snap for him right now. He looks to bomb it out, and that ball gets caught by number 88. We've seen him earlier, Brady Hasselbring. Cats are marching heavily right now. Now, I'm not quite sure, as I say, Clarkston trying to do their best to hold them, but on the run, they get stopped.
Dozio got the carry, tackled by the interior line of Clarkston.
Sophia, thank you for checking in tonight. Again, we appreciate you always on the broadcast. Hendricks out of the shotgun. He's got 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 man behind him, and he goes to the air again. And he'll get the ball and be dropped down right away. Number 88, Brady Hasselbring. Now, if they punch it in here and maybe go for the onside kick, which I do believe they got a bit earlier, a bad snap again for Hendricks. He doesn't need that. Throws it across field for
Hendricks' pass is incomplete.
2:08 right now separates a win for Clarkston and a loss for Oxford.
The stairs will be open for easy access to the parking lot at the conclusion of the game.
Jack Hendricks is going to try to do what he can to maybe foil that attempt. But 31-17, Clarkston is making their mark in the OAA red. Oxford dealing down here right now out of the shotgun. Here goes Hendricks. Punches it over, and that should be pass interference. I mean, that was an easy one to call from up here, actually. As number 11 was trying to get at Brody Casper, he was pushed down by, I believe that was Griffin Bowman. Sailban Griffin trying to stop that touchdown. 2:03 left here. Okay, here we go. Out of the shotgun. One final attempt to punch it in here. 1st and about 5 right now. Get one real fast and then maybe go for the onside kick and He's in trouble again. Caught to preserve it for about second and goal. Been quite a long 4 minutes. It looks like we got about 179 on the stream tonight. We appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. Out of the shotgun, Hendricks looks to go to the air, and he does. They'll get a TD right. Oh, no, intercepted. Not what you wanted at all. And, again, that player is pulling it down the line, running it all the way back. He's got no way to lose on this one, and about a 98-yard run. Nets Clarkston another score. Caught that in the end zone and marched it out. (37-17). I'm going to say probably undoable now, but again, a strong Oxford team, a strong Clarkston team tonight. We're going to wrap it up here right out of the gate, Dan. We'll just conclude it. Hey, Dan, we'll conclude it right up here. Conclude it. We'll just conclude it. Well, I tell you, what a run that was. Intercepted it on the far end, and again, well, I guess that would be 100 yards, actually, a 100-yard run. If you're a defensive player, that can only come to you a few times in your lifetime, and that came to that young player. Very good. Big kick by 17, Aiden O'Neill, we've come to find out was trained with Drew Cady. And that'll put him on the board at 38-17. So a $1:37 left on the clock. And again, we thank everybody for joining us on these broadcasts. And we'll be back in a few weeks again to pick it up. And hopefully Oxford will have a better record in the next few weeks. But I appreciate you stopping by tonight.
And on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., meaning you don't have to adjust your schedule to manage your money. You don't need your debit card or PIN number to use the ATM.
161 on the stream right now tonight. Appreciate you being here as we try to get through this last 137. And again, we wish everybody a safe drive home again from Oxford Stadium.
It's just like going into the branch. Cash checks.
Be safe as you make your travel home, or if you're tucked away at home already, we're going to try to get home safely.
If you don't want to talk to a teller, or you come to the ATM before or after hours, just insert your debit card to use the machine like an ATM.
And as it has so often happened tonight, O'Neill will kick it back to Oxford to see what they can get on an offensive charge here. Bingo, big boot. And that'll get wrapped up here on the 12, bring it out to about the 20. And once again, as I say, a big, tough contest. If you are playing this Clarkston team next week, I tell you, you got a lot to battle uphill with. I tell you, this team is strong, tough, and they definitely utilize every aspect of their game. Oxford does the same. Just tonight, Clarkston a little bit better. Dragon fan Tim, I don't know, Tim. Come on, really? The way Lake Orion's playing, he says probably he'll get a double zero trophy. Ken, I want to say that was maybe zero. I didn't get that number there. Double. I think it was zero. I think it was Bowman. I could be wrong, but I don't know if he was playing defense. But whoever got that. Again, we're going to have this up on our web right after we do stream. It goes right up onto Facebook. We'll have it on Facebook. We'll have it on our own Facebook, Oxford Community Television, and maybe you can zip in. Oh, it was Ken. Sail Band is probably going to have the answer to this. Hold on. She couldn't see the number as well. And I tell you, if anybody that's a Clarkston fan, if you want to make a suggestion, maybe darken the numbers. I want to say it might have been Griffin. I could be wrong though. Hey, find out who marched that down. Can you ask them over there? Because I got people on the stream that want to know who marched that all the way down. Who was it? Do they know? Okay, I got the number here. Okay, number 7 for 100 yards. That was Jack Kopish. He intercepted it in the end zone and marched it down for 100. Jack Kopish, number 7. Thanks, you guys. And the last minute, which just seems to have drug on because we're Oxford fans. Hendricks over center. No, not Hendricks. We have number 9 in there now, and that would be, of course, Gabe Manzur. Gabe actually was trying some hand at QBing early on in the warm-ups today. Hendricks going to sit it out. Hendricks hit pretty hard tonight. Had his helmet knocked off of him, and again, as I say, he put up with a lot out there tonight. Gabe Mauser is going to QB him for the next 48 seconds. Maybe get another playoff here, maybe not. Clarkston, again, very well-rounded team tonight. We thank them for coming all the way over here to Oxford. And Mansour, he gets it. Hands off up the middle and maybe about a 5-yard gain. Clock's going to continue to roll. Mansour comes over to get his direction from Coach for maybe one more play, maybe not. 22 seconds. And the clock still runs, and I think that's going to wrap it pretty much. And they will call it a night here once again. Congratulating both teams, the Oxford Wildcats and the Clarkston Wolves. They'll meet together in the field in the middle, one team doing better than the other tonight, but all digging down deep in what high school athletics is all about. Once again, the final score, we're going to wrap it up here from Oxford. It's Clarkston, the Wolves 38, Oxford 17. Oxford now 2-1, which actually makes Clarkston now 2-1. For everybody on our broadcast, Sail Band, Dan Beach, and our good friend Dan, Dragon Fan Tim, and the others that have checked in. We appreciate you so much. One final score, 38-17. I'm Jim Hughes, and we are saying good night from Oxford.